It's 5 a.m. The house is still quiet, but inside you everything's already screaming. Before the kids even wake up, you're on your feet. Because you know that if you don't get up now, there won't be enough time. Not enough time to make breakfast, prep the school bags, pack the lunch, check the uniforms. Not enough time to be everything you need to be, alone. And it's always like this. Every single day. No pause, no help, no rest. You wake up early, sleep late, and try to live in between. You work all day, sometimes 2 jobs, and still hear you're not present enough for your kids. You come home and there's dishes in the sink, laundry piling up, floors to clean. There's a kid needing help with homework, another one crying because they fell, one more asking for a hug, and you try to give it, even when your body is screaming from exhaustion, and no one sees it. No one understands the weight of being everything, all the time. You take 2, sometimes 3 buses a day, carrying bags in your hands and a tight chest from leaving your kids at daycare or with someone you barely trust. And during the ride, your mind races. Pay the bills, buy groceries, schedule vaccines, buy that new notebook, attend the school meeting, and still remember to smile. Because if you break down, who's going to hold everything together? You wish you could be more present, wish you could play more, listen with patience, enjoy them more. But how can you be light when the weight is so heavy? How can you stay calm when everything demands strength from you? You feel guilty for everything, for not giving them more, for snapping, for not keeping the house spotless, for not being enough. But you're giving your all, and still, it feels like it's never enough. Society judges you, family criticizes, neighbors gossip, but no one lends a hand. No one offers you a day off, a ready meal, an afternoon of peace. You hear advice from people who've never been in your shoes. You need to take care of yourself. You need to rest more, but no one asks how. How can you rest when everything depends on you? You love your kids more than anything, but sometimes you feel anger toward the life you're living, and that hurts even more, because you think loving them should be enough. But love doesn't pay the rent. It doesn't buy food. It doesn't protect your mental health. And so the cycle repeats. You love, you give, you blame yourself, you break, and you keep going. Because quitting was never an option. There are days you sit on the kitchen floor and cry, quietly, so no one hears. You cry because you're tired, scared, ashamed to ask for help. You cry because sometimes you just want to disappear, but you wipe the tears, take a deep breath, and keep going, like always, because no one else can take your place. But let me tell you something. If you've made it this far, it's because there's something inside you bigger than all of this. A force that moves you even when everything seems to fall apart. A strength that gets up with no energy, goes to work in pain, smiles at your kids, even with a broken heart. You are not weak. You are extraordinary. You move mountains every single day, even if no one sees it. You don't have a support network, but you are the network. No one takes care of you, but you care for everyone. You don't have time to listen to yourself, but you listen to others. And still, you feel alone. And that's the worst part. Not having someone to share the load with, not having someone to lean on, not having somewhere to rest. No one's coming to save you, that's the truth. It's harsh, cold, unfair. No one's going to show up with a solution. No one's going to step in for you. But listen closely. You've already been saving yourself. Every single day. With courage, with pain, with hidden tears. You are the rescue you've been waiting for, even if the world doesn't notice. The strength you have didn't come from pretty places. It came from survival, from necessity, from urgency. But it's real, and no one can take that from you. You are the invisible hero of a story still being written, and maybe no one will clap for you, but your kids will remember. They will feel it. they will carry your fight within them. You're allowed to be tired. You're allowed to cry, to feel anger, to want to disappear for a while. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get it all right. What matters is that you keep going, even afraid, even doubting, even feeling like you're alone in the world, because your presence is everything. If no one told you today, you're doing an incredible job, even when you fail, even when you fall, even when you're exhausted. You are a giant, a brave mother, a real warrior. And even if no one comes, you came. You're here. And that's more than enough. So the next time you think about giving up, remember who depends on your courage. But more than that, remember you can count on yourself, not out of obligation, but with pride. Because the woman you've become wasn't shaped by the love she received. She was forged in the battles she fought alone. And even so, she still loves, still cares, and still moves forward.